All right, so you need a long band, your mini band, a block, and your foam roller. We're gonna start on the floor with hamstring bridges. So you're gonna lay on the floor, feet are gonna be in front of your knees, not under your knees, but right in front of your knees. Hi, sweet girl. Take an exhale. Make sure my knees aren't there in front. Take an exhale, wrap and engage the core, pull the pubic bone towards the belly button, and then lift the hips up. So it may feel good to grab a block, put the block in between your knees, and what that does is it just prevents the knees from bowing outward and the hips moving into an external rotation because the body likes to compensate and find the path of least resistance. This way engages a little more of your adductors. Now pull the heels towards your shoulders without actually moving them, and you should just feel a little more activation from your hamstrings. So if the heels are directly underneath your knees, you're going to feel more work into your glutes. Now really try to concentrate on keeping your pubic bone pulled towards your belly button, keeping your pelvis in a posterior position. That's going to help protect your back. It's going to engage more of your transverse abdominals, engage more of your glutes, recruit more of your hamstrings by pulling those heels towards your shoulders and then squeezing the block so it doesn't fall to engage more of your adductors. Work your way up to a minute. If you need to rest, articulate your spine back down, take a breath, and then come back to life when you can. I'm going to assume we're close to a minute now. 4, 3, 2, articulate your spine down one little vertebrae at a time. And now to progress that exercise, we're going to place the feet on the block. Sorry, I call this the block. On the foam roller. Exhale, wrap and engage the abdominals before you add movement. Then pull the pubic bone to the belly button, lift, rotate the pelvis, and lift. So try to get that, I'm short on space here, but try to get that roller away from your body without it tugging or pulling underneath your knees. I'm placing this block here, and I'm just gonna hold this. The instability of having your feet on the roller should be enough work in just trying to prevent the roller from rolling. Check in with your back, your spine. You're not arched. A lot of times we do this. Tuck the pelvis, tuck the tailbone, engage. Again, work your way up to a minute. It's okay if you can't quite do a minute. It's really, really hard. Just work with your breath and your spine to practice coming down and up in a way that is articulating. Woo! Breathe. I'm on fire. I'm going to release this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, holy Hannah. Ooh, okay. Toasty, toasty, toasty. Whew. I'm coming up. And what feels really good to me right now is to maybe lift the pelvis, tuck the pelvis, get some length in my hamstrings from being really, really contracted right there. Holy moly, does that just get everything to kind of wake up. I'm still a little tender from yesterday. It feels good to just kind of rock my pelvis from side to side, lengthen those hamstrings from all the angles. And that feels good too. Okay, I'm gonna pull this. Oh no, don't mess up my chocolates. All right, we're gonna work into a negative hamstring pull. She's not gonna like this. All right, feet up on a block. Oh, go ahead. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Beep it. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. All right, so I'm lowering down and I get this nice, big, long, beautiful stretch of the hamstrings. Exhale. And as I squeeze to the top, I'm not trying to squeeze my glutes. I'm together because that's going to make you move into an external position with your hips. I'm trying to pull that pubic bone to the top. And as I inhale to lower, I'm trying not to arch in the mid-back because that's going to create a rib flare. Gaze down. And I'm going to go for maybe 8 to 10 reps here. A little far apart. She was in my way. Oh, you squatting! Oh. 2, 3, 4, struggling. 6, I feel warm. Readjusting myself because it felt like I was slipping, which is a sign of instability. It happens. When you notice that, don't work through it. Take time to readjust yourself so you can get the most out of the workout. I'm gonna do one more to stay on time. And I'm gonna pull back down. I'm gonna go ahead and do some stretches again. And then I'm going to progress that exercise to those single leg lifts. If you don't feel like you're ready for that, don't force it. Always try it, but don't force it. Meet your body where it's at. The exercise that you leave off at should feel challenging, but doable. All right, so one leg. I'm gonna go for like 6 reps each because I'm checking in with my body. My hamstrings are still kind of shot from Thursday. And you know what, Peyton? I'd like to grab that foam roller, but she's not going to pass it to me. So I'm going to earn that block. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I did that impressively with my weaker side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to keep those hips even. 6, 7, 8, meaning one hip doesn't drop more than the other. 9, extra bonus. All right, so we're gonna stretch out those hamstrings again. You fit right in there. All right. So getting some length from my hamstring and my hips. You guys know I'm huge, big on like mobility in between sets. And just like when we do one leg for strength, doing single leg stuff for mobility. Okay, glutes. So I'm going to place the band, a small band, above my knees. And since she is in my space right now, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to stand on this guy and abduct my leg. Now in your workout videos, I'm on my knees. I'm going to go to 20 because that feels good to me. Keeping my heel in line with my knee. And as I abduct my knee, I'm not overcompensating with my hip. You can, it doesn't make the exercise bad. I'm just focused more on keeping my pelvis nice and steady, engaging my abs to help control the support and stability of the pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. 3, 2, 1. I'm not coming in all the way. So like I'm not letting my knees touch. Woo! Feels so much harder that second time through because the stabilizing leg does a lot of work. Check in with your body that you're not like leaning way over like this, that you are in a hinge. Holy Hannah. Halfway. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5. Notice how I just leaned forward like that. I didn't even notice I was doing that until I saw it. So your body will always try to find the path of least resistance. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this or how strong you are, but being mentally present and aware is key. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, I'm I'm gonna skip those hip shifts on the floor with the band, and I'm gonna just stretch out my hips. Let's see, like this. Woo. A little crisscross. Lean, pull. A little piriformis stretch, wiggle. All right. With your band, long bands now. Here, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go for 12 to 15. Exhale, wrap and engage the abdominals. 5, 6. Try not to lean to the stabilizing side, but really contracting and engaging the core of the leg that's moving. So keeping the weight as much as you can in the midline. Soft bend in my elbows. I lost count. Not gonna lie, you guys, when I work out, I usually have a watch or a timer that keeps me on pace. I can't find my watch right now. 3, 2, 1. So I'll set my timer for 1 minute of work with a 15-second rest or transition to the next exercise. That way, I'm maximizing time. My rest is minimal. Between sets, there's enough to do some quick mobility, maybe some transition time to the next one. Now, if you wanted to make this workout longer, you would add more circuits, meaning I'm doing 1 round of everything. You could do 2 rounds of everything. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, all right, I'm gonna do 1 more exercise for the glutes, which this was not in our workshop, but it is in your library of exercises. Lie down on the ground. 1 foot on the foam roller. Exhale, wrap and engage, support the pelvis. Lift 1 leg. Hips are in alignment. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. So check in with this knee. It's not bowing outward. And really feel like you're pressing and you're engaging your adductors. Feel like you're pressing pretty evenly with your foot, meaning you're not too much on the left side, you're not too much on the right side, so you feel like you're using this whole glute max. And as you get to the top, you're not arching the back. Like this. 5, 4. Now to make this more of a core challenge, you can take your hands off the ground. 2, 1, switch, stretch or rest if you need that. More. All right. And now I have got to get ready to prep dinner. We're going to my son's baseball game today. All right. Now that might not sound like much, but that feels like a lot. And when you work work those small stabilizing muscles. You're working everything from the inside out in this work.